What's going on, my people? I just really wanted to just come here and just catch up. Basically, just want to let everybody know, man. I know everybody's pretty much just powering through whatever they got to go through. We all kind of in a state of not confusion, but not really knowing where we going. I know me personally in my life, like over the last probably like 2 months or so, it's been pretty much me just being driven by spirit and faith. Because logically, a lot of the things don't make really a lot of sense, but intuitively, they make all the more sense. And I just really want to speak on just even when it looked like ain't really nothing transpiring, life ain't progressing as fast as you may want to. You just must be patient. You must stay the course. You must not veer off a track. There's gonna be a lot of doubts at times. It's gonna be detours. But ultimately, if you know where you're going or you know where you aspire to go, then eventually nothing will be able to stop you. Only yourself will be able to stop you. So I just speak for the people because I know me in my life personally, I receive a lot of backlash from making certain decisions I made sometimes it was just expressing myself. So I love dancing. So, me, I do a lot of different type of dances. I do rather hip hop dances. I do contemporary dance, which is like a form of ballet that I'm not really that great at, but I got some talent, some raw skill from it from my time in performing arts. And sometimes people may look at that with a I can't find the word, but that they'll find fault and negativity in that rather than seeing it as me being free within myself, me giving myself love and also inspiring others to do the same. But you can't let it stop you. You just got to keep moving. You got to keep being motivated. There be disappointments. Sometimes people may give you a word and say there may be an opportunity for you, and it may fall through. And I've learned to never get too high and never get too low. Let's never get too high and never get too low. So that way, you may still be disappointed, but you won't be crushed. And honestly, just you gotta stay focused, stay driven, and stay determined. And ultimately, you're gonna get to where you aspire to be. Everybody doesn't get to the same places at the same time for the same reasons. We all have our own past. We all have our own callings. We all have our own missions. We all have people who we influence. We all have people that influence us. So it's important that we remember that. It's important that we remember that just because one door may seem to have closed doesn't mean that we can't walk through 10 more. You know what I mean? It's because 5 people may find negativity in something so positive doesn't mean you should ignore the 150 people that find positivity in it and you being positive. So I just want to encourage people. I know it may be hard. I know where we at sometimes in life. We may be feeling like we're stuck, like we can't move our feet, like we in the mud, but in reality, it's all part of the growth process. It's all so we could just sit still and take the grips off, let the universe work, let what's meant to happen happen. That doesn't mean you don't take necessary action. That doesn't mean like you don't write write out certain plans, or you don't have a eureka moment where your mind gives you a thought and you don't put it down. Doesn't mean that, but we just don't have to charge forward with everything. It doesn't have to be overnight. And I have to learn that myself. That's one of the biggest things I struggle with, me personally, is being patient. Sometimes it's like you want to run through a wall when in reality you need to just figure out a way to open the fence to the gate, which requires more patience, but you're gonna have way more success than impulsively running through a wall just based upon wanting to forge ahead with a plan that's bound to fall on its face because it's really not grounded. So like with me, even in relationships, I'm learning not to wear rose-colored glasses. That's been one of my biggest struggles when it comes to romantic and love partnerships and meeting people, meeting women, is that um sometimes I have a tendency because I want it so bad, and I'm learning to let go of that too. I feel like I'm better. I feel like I feel like I really am, but where I might just always see somebody I meet instantly like they may be potential for dating, like as far as like long term, when in reality it should be no expectation and it should just be getting to know them. But where I have grown at is that I don't just stick in things because I want to preserve the relationship, or I don't not create boundaries because I'm afraid of confrontation or them not wanting to part ways. And those things I've overcome. So you got to be alone sometimes when you creating boundaries, when you have standards and you have principles, and you're not gonna let someone talk you out of your own core values. But you know what though? It's a part of growth. It's a part of elevation. It's a part of creating happiness, and in turn being in alignment with what truly speaks to one's soul. So I just want y'all to know it's always gonna be love this way. I love y'all. I love y'all very deeply. I love y'all very deeply. We at a point in this time where we're leveling up. Everybody on this planet is leveling up. You're seeing it as a result. All this stuff that's going on, people is being brought to face issues that they've long buried, avoided, and now you can't hide from them anymore. People who have been deceitful in controlling others with fear and manipulation are being exposed. So another thing too, we want to take care of this planet. I was just watching I can't remember her name, but a new moon update or maybe a full moon update about all these wildfires and things that had went on in California, Australia, and different things like that. And one of her insights was that the planet's in distress. For so long we done trashed it, we polluted it with toxins and all these different things, and now it's speaking back. But the beauty is the age that we're moving into. It's slowly shaping. It just has to be a little rough before it get good, and that's in anything. That's in anything. But to end on a positive note though, I definitely would like to say I love y'all. Weather this is gonna get better. We all got our own personal journeys we all gotta go through. So even if we're dealing with ours alone, we're not alone. So if we could keep remembering that, then it'll help us navigate this process a lot better. But I'm gonna sign off, but I love y'all. It's Cy Soul. Y'all already know where you can reach me, man. Curtis Cy Wilson Jr. That's on Facebook. That's Curtis, CurtisCy Wilson Jr. And You can find me on Instagram too. You could type in Curtis, I want to say underscore Cy Wilson Jr. If not, it should pop up fairly easy once you figure that out. I mean, well, once you go on Instagram and type in at least Curtis and Jr. with it. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace, love, and light.